In any competitive market, you have to have symmetry in information between the buyer and the seller. And currently, without country of origin labeling, the multinational meat packers that are importing beef from 20 different countries are able to bring it into the U.S. market and mask the origins of that product and actually pass it off to U.S. Consumers as if it were a domestic product because it bears the same U.S. inspection sticker as a domestic product does. But worse than that, since 2015, when country of origin labeling was repealed by Congress for beef and for pork, the current regulations have allowed meat packers to import a product, say a steak from Uruguay, that has a product of Uruguay label on it when it crosses U.S. Customs and Border Protection. And then when it's brought into a U.S. processing plant, the Uruguayan label can be thrown in the garbage, a new plastic wrapper fixed around the meat, and then it can be sold with a product of the USA label. Now, USDA did go through a rulemaking process, and on January 1 of 2026, we're supposed to see that remedied. However, that's only a voluntary law, so it is not going to require any packer to label any foreign products, and we are seeing a significant increase in the volume of foreign beef coming into this country, being passed off to unsuspecting consumers as if it were a domestic market product, and as a result, they're priced accordingly. Instead of the consumer receiving a discount if the product is half the cost from Uruguay or Argentina, for example, consumers paying the same price as if it were domestic. So consumers are being deceived, they're being exploited in the marketplace without mandatory country of origin labeling. Consumers deserve to know where the beef came from and under what country's food safety production regime it was produced under.